Right, I'm going to show you, or try to show you how to unhook a pike. Some people don't know how to do it, so hopefully in this video, once you've watched it, it'll give you a better idea. Right, the first thing to do once you've caught a pike is just leave it in the net, let it relax, let it get some breath back. It's just had a fight with you. Last thing it wants you to do is to lift it up and take it out of the water. It needs to be in the water to breathe, so just leave it in the net and let it relax. Also, for yourself, it gives you a chance to get your bearings, realise where all your tools are, where all your equipment is, where your camera is, and just get sorted. Right, you've got your fish on the mat, you've got it in a position that you're ready, and now it's about getting it in a good safe position for both you and the fish. A good way to do it is to just actually get it between your legs, straddle it like this. You need to work out which side the hooks are before you put your hands in, but on this occasion it's actually in the middle, so I can use either side at this point. You're looking for those little slivers of skin there under the gill. When you're going to put your hand in, not too far, just slide your finger under, pushing it through. You can just feel there's a bit of bone, that's for jaw. Be careful not to put your fingers through that membrane. Get a little grip there, and you're pulling on the little bit of jawbone there, and then you're pulling it back. Slide your finger under, get a grip. If it flaps like that, just hold it, it's not going to go anywhere. At this point, as you lift up that jaw, it's just going to open up, and the mouth opens up easy. No messing, you can see straight inside, have a good look, see what you can see. This one's pretty easy, it's quite far down, but it's pretty easy. If you watch here, this gills flare, it tensed up, and that's when it's going to start wriggle about, so when it wriggles about, just don't panic, you've got a good hold of it. When you feel you can get the hooks, get your long nose pliers down it and just give it a good yank, twisting it, turn it. You can sometimes get pliers that's got an upturn on the end, and that can help you get the hooks out. This one comes out pretty easy, and there you go, as easy as that. This one's a frog, so it's got a double hook, but you might have two trebles, often very easy because you get into scissors. But you might find that the trebles are quite far down or in an awkward position, and sometimes you can't reach it, or that. So what you might have to do is get it in from a different angle, and if you open up the gill from here, you can see in through its gills, and there's actually gaps between them, and sometimes you can get your tools through there. Be careful, make sure you don't damage those gills at any point, because that's how it breathes. But you can get your unhooking tools through there, and you can actually cut the hooks, and it's a lot easier that way. Now this fish, I just put it back at that point because it's been out of the water quite long enough. I put it back in there and let it have a breather, and that's what you can do if you're going to take a picture of the fish. Put it back in the water, let it have a rest, and give it some good time in the water again. Right, let's pretend we're going to get a picture this time. Get your fish down. You've no hooks anywhere this time, so get your fish down. Slide your fingers just underneath that gill, just like that. Not going, you don't have to go too far. Get a hold, get a nice hold. You've got part of its jaw, and then just slide your hand underneath and support its body. Imagine this might be a big fish. You need to support its body. Don't lift it too far, don't go too far away from your mat in case it flaps. You can just put it back down again, and that's it. You lift it up, pose for the camera, take a picture, and that's it. That's as easy as it is. So your aim is to keep the fish out of the water as little as possible. Preparation is key, but if you feel you've taken too long, get it back in the net and get in the water and let it have a rest. I've had a good fight with this fish. I had a bit of time on camera, you might have took a photograph. So put it in your net and just leave it there to rest. When you're about to release your fish, same thing, hold the wrist of its tail, hold it in an upright position, and just watch it. If you'll be able to see on its gills, you can see it's breathing. It draws water through its mouth, out through its gills, and that's how it breathes. You do not need to push it backwards and forwards. Just hold it just hold it motionless in position. That's all you need to do. You can see now that this fish is ready to go. It's holding itself upright. It's giving plenty of kicks. So when you're confident, you can just let it release it. We'll have a look again once more just inside its mouth while we've got the fish. Get your legs either side of it. Pull back on the jaw and it opens. There you go, that's a good look inside. You can see the teeth. The teeth are on the sides of the mouth. So you can get your hand quite far inside, no problem. This fish is thrashing about a little bit, but I've got a good hold, it's not doing anything. It's not going to hurt you. Can't do anything. It's not going to, can't bite you at that point, even though it's flapping about, can't bite you. Don't panic, just keep hold of it and be confident. You've got to look after that fish. If it's thrashing about and you're not holding it and helping it, it's going to bang itself, it's going to slide down banking and all sorts. Right, I'm going to show you the teeth. These are the dangerous parts. The teeth are absolutely massive, so that's what you've got to keep clear of. You can see your fingers are nowhere near that, they're not going to get bit, but those teeth are massive and they will do a lot of damage. They're really, really sharp. So to summarise, preparation is key. Tools, scales, unhooking mat, camera, everything ready before you fish. If you forgot, then while you're sorting it out, your fish stays in the water. Before you do anything, your fish stays in the water to recover. If you've been too long out of the water, your fish goes back in the net to recover.